So I haven't been sleeping well. That's what they call insomnia. You ever lie in bed and realize you can't sleep? So you sit up for a while, then try to go back to sleep later. But then you realize you can't sleep at all, so you lie in bed awake all night and all morning. Then before you know it, you're up for 2 days straight. This sort of is what happened to me. Every other night, I would sleep, then I would stay up for 2 days straight. As in, I didn't even take any naps during the day. And this cycle would continue. I'd sleep one day, then stay up for the next 2 days after that. It was getting to the point that even on days when I did sleep, I'd still be low energy and I'd feel sleepy. But this cycle was just murder on my body. I would hurt and be weak almost all the time. Not to mention staying awake all the time isn't good for your mental state either. I mean, just imagine laying there awake all night long until the sun comes up. I mean, you're moody, sad, and irritated all the time. Whoever said that people get loopy without sleep is a liar. I would get these mood swings too. Sometimes I'd think to myself, oh, everything will be all right. You'll be sleeping like normal again in no time. But on the other hand, I would also think, this is your life now. Welcome to hell. Also, want me to tell you the effects of prolonged sleep deprivation? Risk of chronic disease, obesity, weak immune system. So after a while of staying up for 2 days every other day, I started to get headaches. I don't know if it was from lack of sleep or it was from caffeine withdrawal. 'Cause I did stop drinking coffee during this. So I lied in bed awake at night and played on my phone and listened to music during the day to pass the time. It seemed like no matter how exhausted I got, I could never sleep. But then I read something online. I guess when you get so sleep deprived, it can be hard to fall asleep. You ever said to your friend, hey, shouldn't you be in bed right now? And then they said, nah, can't sleep. Too tired. But even though I'm not as sleep deprived anymore, I still struggle to fall asleep. That's why I take sleeping pills. When I first started taking them, it took me 4 hours to fall asleep. They didn't work that much, but now they actually started working better. I try to go to sleep without them, but it doesn't seem to work. Before I started taking this medicine, I would only sleep every other night. But I did start to doze off for 2 hours sometimes in the morning. I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out of medicine or my tolerance gets too high for them. When this first started, it wasn't that bad. I'd wake up too early and I started to feel tired every other day. Then for the next 2 days after my birthday, it took me till 7 or 8 in the morning to fall asleep. Then I just started to not fall asleep at all. I only went to sleep every other night. I feel with this medicine things are a little better. Before it was so bad. I didn't even have the energy to get out of bed to eat. I was too sad to eat anyway. I spent every other day in bed. It's so hard for me to fall asleep that there were a few times where I feel like I'm almost asleep, but then I feel awake at the same time. I don't know, it's weird. And other times when I feel like I'm almost asleep, my mind just wakes me up. You know how people say they need their beauty sleep? Well, there's a reason why I look 18 at 28. I had insomnia before. Ever had Doritos at 4 a.m.? I know I had. I would stay up late playing video games. I used to be a night owl, but I usually end up falling asleep at some point. I exercise, so that would usually help me sleep. And let me tell you about sleep and exercise. If you work out and don't get any sleep, you will hurt. Your body needs a chance to heal, and sleep makes that happen. I'm pretty sure going 2 days without sleep on repeat wasn't good for my body. It started to take a toll on my looks too. I always had circles under my eyes, but now there's lines on my bottom eyelids. I normally wouldn't mention this in a video, but I even missed my period. It's just weird not having a period anymore. But as I said before, I don't think people get loopy when they get no sleep. They get bitter, they're angry and sad all the time. Hey, can you pass the mashed potatoes, please? Take it from someone who stayed up for 2 days back to back for a week. It's not fun. You'll be depressed and angry all the time. I now have anxiety about going to bed, wondering if I'll fall asleep or not. I get tired faster now. But with this medicine, I'm sleeping better. But I don't know when I'll be ready to sleep without it. As I know medicine isn't a permanent solution, I hope one day I'll be back to running laps like I used to. The moral of this story is sleep is good for you. It helps you focus, it gives you energy, and it helped me get this video done. Just letting everyone know, I might stop making videos for a while. I still want to work on some projects, but I'll probably take a break. I don't know when I'll be back. You know, I used to do a voice. Hiya! Welcome to my YouTube channel, I'm PJ.